Hello guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another tutorial. I'm going to attempt to make a mellow and sleazy type beat. It's gonna be more like in the style of so it's a bit of Bacardi and a bit of sometimes these terms are a bit difficult. I'll just say Bacardi for the time being, but you're gonna see me do stuff because of the way I work. Sometimes I'll put things in, put things out, but it's just me trying to find what works best. So we got about 15 minutes. Let's see what we can make. So sometimes something that helps a lot, especially when you're making like electronic music, it can be a challenge to sort of like find your groove in things in just in terms of trying to say, what should be here, what should I put here? If you feel that something needs to be there, I always recommend that just put something and then you can always work it out later. But you know that the way I'm listening to this track, something must be there. So just find something to fill it. And usually when the beat keeps on, as you keep on getting more into the beat, you get to a point where you're like, no, I can change this and make it like this. So you find like, for example, what I'm gonna do is like I might look for a sound here. Get away. I might look for a sign. I might look for a sound right here. I'm trying to find the sound, guys. I don't know where it is. Yes, I'll put a sound here just to be a filler so that I know that there's something supposed to be there, but it's not necessarily like the sound which I would ideally use. So I'm just gonna continue here, but I can hear it in my somewhere in my head. And also try to build the song as you go. So sometimes it's very easy to say I'll put it all on the playlist, and I know some people work better that way. There's nothing wrong with it. But the problem is when you're trying to make a song, which in essence, because a house people make mistake to think that in a house song, the most important thing is the log drum or etc. But the reality is, it's the journey into the log drum. It's the journey into the drop. In fact, I would say if you work with that kind of mentality, you do more work building the song, making people excited. Because if you're on the dance floor, you're trying to groove and have a good time. So think of people and think, why should people wait for the drop when they should be already grooving before the song? Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna end it here. So hopefully you've seen something that might be helpful. It's just trying your best. I think I'll just do the drums for now, and then in the next video, I will focus on now putting up the synth and sounds. As you can see, some of these sounds I've just put them in, but it doesn't mean they're done. Some of them are just filler sounds. It's the way I hear that they need something, and I just put it there and I leave it there. So for example, when I get to the next video, I'll be talking about stuff like putting in fills, like fills in between here. I'll put in some fills here, just so that I fix in the transitions, and you build it in, and just to make the song a bit more entertaining. So for example, like some of these transition, one thing I like to do is to make it seem a bit more seamless. So even though I'm adding new things, I'm trying to make it seem as if like it was already there and it just sort of got into it. So that's what we'll look at in the next video. But thank you so much for watching. This is just a bit of a deep dive, not necessarily deep, but just getting into the drums. So thank you so much.